Squarespace recently rolled out their Home tab within your website dashboard. And I'll be honest, it's quite overwhelming because everyone has been used to a Pages or website being the sort of home central hub for your site on the back end. And so by rolling out Home, it's got, potentially millions of people like, what even is this on my site? And every new customer is going to see this. So if you're wondering what it is and how to use it, then this is the video for you. I'll take you over to the screen and I'll walk you through everything. On our site here, for me, it defaults to website as the first place that you go into. And this is what most people should really pay attention to. However, some users will find Home as the first page that they land on. We'll start at the top across here and we'll make our way down and I'll show you what everything means. So up at the top, it's going to welcome you to the Home dashboard. Then you've got Customize. So this is how you actually change the layout or what is shown in the dash itself. So much like in your sidebar where you can customize what's shown and you can move things about, Home is exactly the same. So click on Home, click on Customize Home, and you can untoggle as much as you want or toggle it too. And these are called widgets. I've literally just found that out by clicking that off. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to keep everything on and I'll walk you through it all. So you can customize. Edit site is just going to bump you down one to website, which is handy. And then we'll start up here with get started. So it's going to give you 3 recommendations of checklists to go through to get the site launched. Now, I'm not actually sure whether these change based on whether you are an e-commerce site or a course seller site or anything like that. I think it might do. But the websites that I've seen so far do have like this exact same setup. So I'm not too sure on that one yet. But if we click on view all, you can see it can give you a ton of different checklists. So I'm going to update this. And now you can see again, this is where it can get overwhelming. You have so many different checklists to adhere to. Now, what I will say is, unless you're using every Squarespace product, it's probably not worth doing all of these. I think setting up your website is good. Let's go through them all actually. Setting up your website is good. Scheduling, not sure if you'll need to use that unless you use Acuity. Invoicing, you don't need to use that unless you use Squarespace Payments. If you don't have a course, you don't need to set up your content. Services, again, if you don't use Squarespace Billing, you don't need this. Physical products, if you have an e-com store, yes, you'll need this. Group events, again, that's more like ticketing. And then donations, if you don't collect donations, you don't need that either. So I'm going to update this and you can see we go back to quite a nice, non-overwhelming amount of tasks to do. So if I click in this, each task will actually throw you into the editor and you'll have a setup wizard sort of. Do people still say setup wizard? I don't know. I think it's a good word, but it will take you through everything that you need to do. So it will walk you through click by click exactly what you need to do to change your header, to change your logo, etc., etc. So you can walk through this. It will hold your hand through the whole process, which is great if you're just starting, a net new website on Squarespace. This is a really, really nice way of doing a sort of a live walkthrough, live tutorial of how to set up your site. So let's finish this off. We tick, we go back home and we hit save. Let's go back into the home page. And then you can basically go through the whole checklist there. Things like SEO will throw you into your SEO/AIO score. I will have another video on this, go into this because it's a whole different beast. On the right, you're going to see your site. Again, this is just going to take you back into your pages, which lies under website. And then it's going to show you your built-in Squarespace domain. It's then going to allow you to get a custom domain through Squarespace, which will take you to Squarespace domains. Not the whole reasoning, but a large part of the reasoning behind this hub is because it showcases all of Squarespace's service suite. So all of their offerings, e-commerce, courses, Squarespace payments. What else have we got? Their e-com, their Acuity, the custom domains, everything all in one place. And so it keeps you within that neat Squarespace ecosystem. That's why everything sort of points around the site. And then obviously you can publish the site, which is Squarespace's bread and butter. Then you can track your site's performance. So your traffic sources, visits, and then you can plot that over a range from today to last 30 days. You can have a fiddle around with that. You can also change the data that it shows at a glance. So obviously Squarespace has analytics off to the left with much more detailed analytics, but you can actually pull in a dashboard of all your key metrics just by ticking this, even down to your total email subscribers, which is nice. So it'll show a whole wall of your statistics in one neat place. And what all of this does, as well as, selling Squarespace's services, is it brings a lot of this information that you have to click many times into one centralized hub, which I think is a good idea. Now we scroll down a little bit further and it's going to introduce you to the basics of Squarespace. So obviously we have the walkthroughs that you can do, but then you can watch videos as well. So you can have a little flick through these. If you want to watch a not linked section, for instance, you just click on this and you can watch the video walkthrough here, which is a nice touch. Again, if you are just getting started with Squarespace, the Squarespace system can change a lot. So just keeping on top of things with these basics is, again, it's a good place to come back to. Then you'll be introduced to Beacon AI, which I think only launched in September. I was in New York at Squarespace Circle Day where they announced this whole Beacon AI thing. I'm not going to pretend to know everything about it yet. I think it's going to be one of those that evolves over time. But you can basically click through. You've got a discount composer. I've done a video on this. You can check that out. Product composer, and then an SEO scanner. So again, I'll have another video on this, but you click through essentially, and it's going to give you page descriptions. It's going to give you a page titles, and it can generate and regenerate these for you across products, across pages, etc. I'm going to leave that for now. And then run a campaign. A lot of this, again, it's just marketing for Squarespace to get you into their email campaigns, which actually I use for 3 of my businesses. So I do think it's very good. And I have it on good authority that it's going to get a lot better in 2026 and beyond. So this, let's just say, you click in, it's going to take you into email campaigns, which is another product, but it can show you, again, how to set this up. So let's head back to our home hub. Is it a home dashboard or a home hub? I don't know what the verbiage is yet. And then you've got Discover More. So you can have a little click around here, explore payments, a pro tip, a little bit of trivia. And then let's say you click in here, it's going to take you back into campaigns. Again, something they are trying to push. So to all intents and purposes, this home dash is just somewhere where Squarespace pulls all of their most important products and shows you them at a glance. I think it's okay. It could be better. I think it will get better. I think the reasoning behind it is solid. But hopefully this video has given you a bit more information about why it's there and what it does. If you did find this video useful, please make sure to leave a like and hit subscribe. And if you want me to build your Squarespace website, you can get in touch using the links in the description.